Hello everyone, my name is Pixorifs. Welcome to your Tuesday Minecraft live stream. You know what day it is. It is Choppin Tuesday. We are back and we are ready to do some chopping. I hope you've got your axes ready. Hope you're all kitted out, tooled up. Hope everyone's having a good start to the week. My week is going very well. We've done some progress on the castle. I've been doing a little bit more of that this morning on camera. And now I'm ready to do some chopping because we've been making some custom trees. So I think it's probably time to gather a little bit more wood. I also want to gather some leaves. I keep finding myself running out of leaves, considering that we've been dressing up the castle grounds with custom trees and bushes and that kind of thing. So we are back to chopping the good stuff, the real stuff. Excuse you. There we go. I pressed the number 1 to switch scenes, and it decided to load up a different world. Here we are. Here we are back in the Minecraft Survival Guide. What's up? Welcome. Hey, Logical Geek Boy is in the chat. Hello, Paranor. Hello. Hello, hi, Josia. Still no idea how to pronounce your name. You haven't practiced for your English exam. They said you did well. Well, congrats. Don't think the fake it till you make it is going to always stay you the course, though. Studying is important. What's up, Mr. Badger Seth? Hello, Fev. Whoa, Creeper. Creeper freaking convention over here. Did not spot those guys. What up? We're already chopping some creepers at the start of this stream. And some skeletons. Are you kidding me? What is this about right now? Wait, did a skeleton just kill a creeper? Did we just get a music disc? I feel like one of these guys died and it was not because of me. Nope, we have a leather cap, apparently. We have a leather cap, but that's about it. Anyone who's on partnership? No, I'm pretty sure I'm just going to have to reapply. I don't think they even got my partnership application in the first place. There was a guy there on the magma blocks and he died. Oh, how bizarre. Anyway, welcome back to the castle. Welcome back to Founder's Forge. And you guys may have seen a little bit more progress on this in today's episode. I've been making a little bit more stuff off camera. And yeah, we have dormer windows in some of these towers now, which is very cool. The botanist's tower over here has one. This tower in the center has one. The Great Hall now has a roof with a window in it over there, which looks kind of cool. If you look at it from down here, it looks like it's got this kind of circular window or like oval window above the door, but that's actually completely flat at the bottom. RIP chicken. Yeah, it's coming together. It is coming together. I keep saying that. I'm like, we're going to put this together. It's coming together. And no, it still is. Tower Pig is still hanging out over there, being all creepy. This room here has a roof, and there's a few of the towers that still need a little bit of work doing to them, but it's all going splendidly. I could not be happier with this build. I think it's all coming along pretty well. What am I doing after the castle? After the castle, I think I'm probably going to go back to doing some more stuff around the town and farming projects and stuff like that. But once the castle is complete, if not before, we're probably going to see 1.14 coming out. So I'll be able to explore a whole bunch of new mechanics with that. We can work on finding pillager raids and that kind of stuff. So today I'm going to put a lot of this stuff away in the shulker boxes that I have over here. This place is still a building site, which is kind of a giant mess. I have a bunch of red nether brick that I can transfer to this box, and we're going to do some tree farming. Is the plan? You need a pig and a cow in real life or in Minecraft? Because some people like to keep pigs in real life. Have you ever seen those house pigs? I always wonder about, like, how... I don't know, humane is probably the wrong word, because they're obviously treated quite well, but, like, how a pig is going to, like, get on in that kind of environment. Like, I don't think pigs are meant for the home, you know? But, you know, people treat their pigs okay, I guess. I'm always a little bit worried when I see those little, like, pet pig Instagram accounts and things. Does Logan Paul have a pig? Oh, of course he does. Paths look awesome. Literally just watched today's survival guide, inspired you to finally tackle your own. Cool stuff. yeah, it's fun getting that pathway stuff done. It just adds to the picture. It helps things feel a little bit more complete, and I'm happy about that. You have 1 pig and 1 cow, and that isn't any good for a breeding program. Well, you could get some interesting hybrids. Unfortunately, not in vanilla Minecraft, but I don't know. There might be a mod out there somewhere that allows you to crossbreed animals for bizarre results. That's probably how mushrooms happened in the first place. Had a cow and a mushroom, a giant mushroom. So let's take a look at our wood stores. We've actually got quite a decent amount of most of the woods. I'm running low on spruce, but that's nice and easy to farm. Oh, bit of an Optifine zoom there. Sorry about that. Didn't mean to make anyone dizzy. Let's start with dark oak and spruce then. Let's get half a stack of each. Saplings, fantastic. Let's go grab some bones. Not sure why I said it like that. Sounded like a cartoon character for a bit there. Hey, Loki, what's up? Good to see you. Glad you could make it to today's stream. Everything is going very well. Thank you for asking. Let's use this lime shulker box as our... Oh, we've got a grey one there as well. We can put those down and use them to farm some wood. I also want to fill in a gap over here. I pulled up some podzol. I did a little bit more work on the paths off camera and grabbed some podzol from the area where we had our tree farm before. But I didn't have enough grass with me, so as you can see, there are gaps in the landscape over here, and I felt like I should probably fill this back in with grass. It's only going to get converted into podzol anyway, but I don't want the podzol to be like 3 layers deep, you know? Sorry, I'm trying to look at your Mega Killer LT. There you go. Managed to get my head around the numbers eventually. It's going well. How are you doing? Welcome to the stream. Let's lay out these saplie. 2, 4, 6, and Fev with a single PogChamp. The Pog train starts early. Thank you for the bit. Mushrooms is a whole parasitic infection thing. Yeah, that is typically the case. What are we doing? What we're doing today is gathering resources. I started this tradition a few weeks back called Choppin Tuesday, where every Tuesday we harvest some resources. And it doesn't just have to be wood either. Like, the chopping thing kind of implies axes, but we have chopped stone, we have chopped mobs before. We've even chopped a few air blocks occasionally by putting other blocks in them, by which I mean building. But today we're going back to our roots, quite literally, with chopping down some trees. And yeah, we should gather a fair few resources from this. I also want to get some leaves from probably some large oak trees if I can, but that's going to mean making a few pairs of shear. How's life and what do I think about the new update? Life is good. The new update should also be pretty cool. I'm looking forward to it. I just want to get my hands dirty. I just want to get in there and play it. And obviously right now the full release has not been pushed out, but we're in pre-releases, so it should be coming along pretty well. If you want to hear more of my thoughts, you can check out the Spawn Chunks podcast. We had a new episode yesterday. New episodes come out every Monday in the afternoon for me, but maybe the evening elsewhere. It may be early morning for some folks. If you're in the far western Pacific time kind of time zone, then it probably comes out middle of the day for you. Mushrooms are the Minecraft equivalent of clickers from The Last of Us. I mean, I guess. I've never played The Last of Us, but I know there's, like, infected mushroom people, right? When you say clickers, I think of the things from Gears of War, which I'm pretty sure were actually called tickers, but, you know. Do I know the version of Minecraft on PS4? I've heard of it. I have not played on PS4 before, though. I used to play on Xbox 360, but that was years ago. So I've not really played the PS4 edition at all. So if you're after help with any mechanics and so forth, any of the farms I make and so forth might not work on PS4, and I don't really know how to fix them for PS4. If that is the nature of your inquiry, stop listening to the Spawn Chunks to watch this stream. Oh, Ginger. Don't worry, I won't keep you for long. You can go back to listening to it soon. Streams are for the at-home times. The Spawn Chunks is for commuting and stuff. AK Midori, you finally caught the stream. You did. You found me. I've been hiding from you all this time. Caught in the act of chopping. Do I have any plans to play Hytale when it comes out? I don't have plans. If it looks good, then I'll probably play it, but I'm quite keen on Minecraft right now. I can't really see myself playing any other games in the near future, but I don't know when Hytale is going to come out, so... Also, most of the fun I have from Minecraft stuff is in the creativity and the building and the farming stuff. And if it looks like Hytale is going to be light on those elements and heavier on the RPG stuff, then I will probably give Hytale a miss, but who can say? Just doing stuff on your own faction right now, kind of lurking. Fair enough, man. Fair enough. Thank you for checking out the stream and lurking. I appreciate you still. Alright, well that's more or less drying up. We didn't quite get as many saplings back as I planted, but that's fine. We've got saplings to burn at this stage. I'm going to go into the farmhouse and sleep for a second or two. How much is Hytale going to cost? Nobody knows. Like, nobody really knows. Probably quite a bit, considering it's their first proper game and they want to get some decent return on their investment. They're obviously putting a lot of time and effort and resources into it. Like, nobody knows anything about Hytale that hasn't been published on their blog, except for, you know, devs, obviously. This is top-class Choppin Tuesday content. I mean, we're going back to the OG. We're chopping some wood today. And yes, the space tea is real. Got myself some more smoky Russian today. Oh, just one short. Oh, gosh. Oh, it hurts. One log short of a full stack. That's what they say about me. Oh, we need two more on the end there. There we go. Oh, there's one. I knew we were missing one somewhere. Huzzah! A gift from the heavens. I'm in a tree. It's fully enveloped. There we go. Grow it up through the branches. Well, those ones are significantly taller than the other ones, so we'll start there. Resource gathering got to be done, so why not make it fun? Exactly, Fev. Exactly. That is an unusually low tree. For a double tall spruce, or a double wide spruce. There we go. We're into the good stuff now. To the summit! We must climb. Been treed by a chicken. Makes a change from being shelled, I suppose. A tree's randomly generated or just picked from an array of trees. I mean, in Minecraft, in vanilla Minecraft, there are definitely, like, set amounts of tree. There are set, like, variations on which trees can generate. I wonder if the Minecraft wiki has, like, pictures of all of them. Because there's about 7 or 8 different oak trees you can get. More trees should have 2x2 variants. I'm pretty sure that the baobab trees they were talking about adding as part of the biome vote when they update savannas, they were probably just going to be 2x2 acacia. I expect. The wiki does have pictures of all of the tree variants. I figured they would. Because there's the giant oak ones, which, you know, don't really have that much extra oak wood in them. They just have more leaves, really. They have, like, maybe twice the amount of wood that a regular tree has, whereas the giant spruce is just, like, miles better than farming individual spruce trees. Case would be problematic to have pre-made. It's just based on random values. I mean, yeah, I think. I don't know. I haven't looked into the code. I don't know these things for sure. Right. Plenty more spruce, which is good because I've been using it for logs over there. Let's wait for this to disperse. On bedrock, 2x2 spruce trees don't make podzol. Yeah, I like podzol being renewable. I don't like the fact that it's just going to spread everywhere. You know, it's a double-edged sword. Harper Dank, Daddy, just want to say you've inspired me to play Minecraft again. Love your content. Thank you so much. Glad you're enjoying it. I've been getting a lot of comments lately of people saying they've gotten back into Minecraft thanks to the Survival Guide series, and that's always wonderful to hear. Made your first portal today, your first nether portal? Nice. Good luck in the nether. It's a dangerous place. Castle's looking great, thank you. I'm thinking it's going quite well so far. One of my favorite things about it, actually, is just seeing it in the distance there and going, yep, that exists in my world now. And that tower is still, like, half cut off, but we'll do something about that later. Maybe not later today, but soon. But yeah, just having it be there in the worlds is really cool. Looking down that way before, all you ever used to see was, like, well, fog right now, but if you're a little bit closer, you just used to see out into the spruce forest on the opposite side of the river. And it just used to feel like, yeah, there's just something needs to be here. I had that area earmarked for a castle for a while, but actually having it there now is just the coolest feeling. Betsy, good morning. Yeah, Fev, I saw you in the chat when we raided Ohana MC last time. I hope they, I didn't get to stick around in their stream very long, but I hope they made some more progress on their fundraising goal. It sounded like a good cause. Hey, Curious Cat, welcome along. This is it for today's stream. We're going to be chopping some wood, probably gathering some leaves. I think vines as well. I've been doing some more stuff with mossy cobblestone and mossy stone brick. I need to gather some more vines to head out to the swamp. And basically, we're just going to make a ton of pairs of shears today and use them on all sorts of stuff. I'm actually holding off on shearing sheep, though, because in the next update, that's going to be possible to automate, which is probably, to be honest, one of the first things I plan to do. Set up an automatic sheep farm, like an automatic wool farm, nice and early. And you really wouldn't have any kind of problems with wool for the foreseeable future. What happened to you is you had the doors one block too high for what? Was it for your villager breeder? That sounds like a villager breeder problem to me. I don't remember exactly what we've talked about in the past, but that sounds like a villager breeder issue. How do you shear sheep in the new update? You put some shears in a dispenser. And you have to have the sheep standing on a block of grass because it needs to be able to replenish its wool. But if you have a dispenser behind it with some shears inside, that will now shear the sheep when triggered with a redstone signal. And it works really well because if you imagine like the grass block underneath it, probably has to have like an observer facing into it to detect when the grass changes, because when the sheep eats the grass, it will change back to dirt, right? And so all you have to do is connect an observer to that, have the observer trigger the dispenser, it immediately shears the sheep, maybe on like a slight redstone delay. But I haven't tried putting one of those together, but that's how I imagine it's done. And that would be a very easy way of having, like, automatically sheared sheep. And all you'd have to do is, like, make sure that the dispenser with the shears had, like, a decent stock of shears, because I presume it decreases the durability on them each time. It does that with flint and steel right now, right? If you put flint and steel in a dispenser to start fires. A sheep taller than a block? I don't think so. I don't know. Got a green teacup? I have, yes. Which is why you don't see it. The space tea. It's good tea today. I mean, it's always good tea, but there you go. Am I the doctor? No, I'm not even a doctor. There are probably a few doctors in the chat, though. Anybody in the chat got a doctorate? I feel like the equivalent is calling me a bachelor, but I'm also not one of those. Been married for 7 years. Nearly 8, actually. Working on a master's. Nice. It makes sense that the doctor is superior to the master, because a doctorate is better than a master's, or like it's the next. I don't know about better, whatever. You know, like I don't want to start any academic rifts here. I think it's you know, just proof of a longer study. Yeah, the 8th anniversary is not going to be until September, but still, it's closer than it was a year ago. Closer than it was yesterday. For a second, I thought that was a cow standing on a sheep with a chicken just there going, what are you guys doing? Hey, Blackfeather, what's up? Welcome along. Bachelor and a master, you also have 2 degrees. Nice! Do I want any new animals added? I mean, I'm fine with foxes. I liked the idea of adding ostriches to the savanna biomes, which is what they suggested for the savanna side of the biome vote at Minecon. I think ostriches are naturally very comedic animals. I would love flamingos as well. If they're adding ostriches, then they can add flamingos, but I don't know what they would do. They'd have to add, like, salt flats and stuff for them to migrate to. Yes, I've been watching Our Planet. Shut up. They could have been rideable. What, the ostriches? They still might be. Like, they're not going to not add them. They did say that each of the updates that they suggested for the biome vote will be coming to the game eventually, just not yet. Flamingos would be cool. Yeah. I just want to see something that bright color. Like, and yeah, more birds in Minecraft would be a very good thing. I feel like small ambient mobs, like insects, would be kind of cool if there were butterflies and stuff. Because then you get around the problem of them being, like, sort of feeling like they should have drops. If you add something small like a bat, like, what's a bat going to drop? Some fruit? Maybe? But I haven't seen people kick up so much of a fuss about the fact that bats can't really be used for very much. Which is the problem with any of the bigger mobs. They're like, why can't we have this thing's meat or its skin? Why doesn't it drop anything useful? Because it's a polar bear. You like the parrots dance? Yeah. The parrots are cool. I feel like only having them in jungles obviously makes sense, but it's kind of a shame you don't see birds like that elsewhere. Look what happened when they added the COD. True, the COD AI did mess stuff up for a while. But that's more of a programming issue than an issue with, you know, the animal itself. Only monsters kill polar bears. Hey, that one attacked me first, right? No, actually, no, I attacked it first. It killed me. And then I returned the favor. It just wasn't holding a totem of undying, so ultimately I won. Just came back from a wedding of a friend of yours. What did you miss and what are we doing? Today is just Choppin Tuesday. We're just chopping some wood. You've only missed a little bit of the intro to this stream where I was explaining that I've added a few like roof dormer window type things to the castle. And that's going to be in tomorrow's episode. You know that Bedrock Edition still doesn't have the sweep attack on swords. I mean, yeah, now that you've got shields, I would expect them to update the rest of combat as well, but if the rumors are true, if the current speculation proves to be true and 1.15 revisits the combat side of Minecraft, then chances are then they'll just have that update come to the Bedrock Edition instead of worrying too much about moving the current Java combat over to Bedrock. Which will be good because then all of the PvP players won't get to complain. Bedrock isn't delayed, Venus. That's the thing. Like, Bedrock gets a lot of features, if anything, before Java does on some occasions, depending on which features each of the teams develops. The problem is they have a bunch of different control schemes to consider. If you think about Bedrock being on Xbox One and Switch, both of which have regular sort of game controllers, but then you have mobile, which involves like tap-only interfaces, and there's only so many on-screen buttons you can give somebody before there's no room for them to look at what they built. Windows 10, which could be exactly the same as Java, but isn't. And, you know, they're also developing the same kind of code-based stuff for PS4 as well. They've got a bunch of different control schemes to consider. Which is why stuff like combat is trickier as a proposition than it is where if you're playing Java Minecraft, everyone assumes you're playing with a keyboard and mouse. Waiting for the saplings. BSK and Dahal, welcome along. Oh, pre-release 3 just went out? Really? Wow. Do you think we're going to get a full release by the end of the week? Hey, little pig. Hey, Friscots. .13 had 10 pre-releases. Yeah, 1.13 was a much more complicated update, I feel. You had all of the issues with the flattening. I imagine a lot of the stuff in the pre-releases was also making sure that they were compatible with existing worlds. The Vixen with 200 bits and Fev with 22. Basically all of the cheer modes. Thank you so much, guys. 222 bits came in basically at once. Title update 90 for PS4. 90 though. Really? That's a lot of updates. It's a lot of updates. On Fortnite Mobile, there are 20 million buttons, and on Minecraft Mobile, 3 buttons. Yeah, and why do you think Minecraft has more players? You've also got to consider accessibility and age range as well. Like, some people don't have as good motor skills as your average, like, 11 to 15-year-old child. You lose those twitch reflexes as you get older, or maybe you don't have them to begin with. Got to make sure everything's, like, possible for everybody. Some folks only got one hand, you know? Like, got to be able to reach all of those buttons. How do updates work on console? I'm pretty sure as far as the Xbox stuff is concerned, they have to submit it for approval through the store, and it has to go to Microsoft for, you know, if not like testing and quality control, then at least like somebody boots it up and tests a couple of things. I'm not certain exactly what the update approval process requires for that kind of stuff. Then again, I don't know much about that world in general. I just play the games. I suggest some tweaks for performance increase. Get Optifine. If you have Optifine already, mess around with the, where is it? The quality section, the performance section, the details section. There's a lot of stuff in there that can help your FPS and performance in general. Minimal particles, lower view distance. Yeah, I mean, render distance is the main thing. I remember when I started playing Minecraft, I had to play with like a 6-chunk render distance because my computer was not all that great. And right now I've got 16, 6 chunks. There you go. Look at my great builds. Then again, knowing that I can have a 16-chunk render distance or higher is kind of what makes me want to build stuff so far apart. Like, you can make a pretty decent base within 6 chunks of you. But look, the moon is rising from behind my barn. There you go. Now it's back where it should be, behind some actual scenery. Beautiful. Hey, now let's not get into redstone competitions in the chat, right? Everyone's got their strengths and their weaknesses. Don't be throwing names around and being rude to each other. There's no point. We're all here to play a video game. Especially that spider. That spider's here to play games, and he's here to get wrecked! So are these creepers, apparently. Somebody with the username PixelRiffsFan has joined the chat. Hello. You're in the right place. Imagine turning up to another stream with that name, though. Hey, if you're bad at redstone, you're in the right place. I'm terrible at redstone too. I'm not saying you'll learn anything. I'm saying exactly the opposite. I feel like there's also a difference between being bad at redstone and being bad at, like, building technical stuff. Like, I think of redstone now as more of, like, the gadget side of things. And redstone is an important part of a lot of other technical stuff, but you can be bad at redstone, like piston doors and stuff like, say, for example, like the storage modules that they have on Hermitcraft that they're building for that Sahara project. Like, that stuff I think of as redstone. But then there are things that I've done with redstone, like the storage thing that I have over there, that, you know, it just works. It's fine. There's redstone and then there's redstone. Best redstone thing you've ever built was an auto sugarcane farm, and you should be proud of that, because that sounds like it's going to be very useful for you. Do I play Hermitcraft? No, I do not play Hermitcraft. Fallen into the void like 5 times in the past few days. Well, yeah, not much I can do for you there, I'm afraid. What were you trying to do? You have a chest of paper on hold. Waiting for that gunpowder. Where did I put the shulker box I was using? Let's put this one down as well. And put all the dark oak in there. Got all this extra stuff. See, unlike the spruce, we're actually getting a decent amount of drops out of the dark oak. If I'm invited to join Hermitcraft, would I accept? I don't know. I've decided not to worry about, like, thinking about that until if and when it actually happened. Because I said this on the Hermitcraft subreddit when somebody made a thread saying, like, why hasn't Pixorus been invited? Which is a silly thing to ask because, like, there's tons of people out there who could be invited to join Hermitcraft. Like, don't single one person out. If anything, that works against that person. If you're a fan and you want them to play on Hermitcraft, then just don't bug the hermits about it, because that kind of stuff gets off-putting. But I said, like, spending too much time worrying about whether or not I would accept an invitation to Hermitcraft is like worrying about whether or not you'd eat a slice of cake when nobody is offering you a slice of cake. You're like, but what about the calories? Should I eat it? Am I going to like the cake in the first place? Like, none of that matters. Nobody is giving you cake right now. Go make your own cake if you want to have these problems. So here I am making my own cake. Yeah, and if you keep making your own cake, you get better at it, you know? If you're always relying on other people's cake, sure, it's tasty, but it's like the whole, you know, teach a man to fish and he'll eat forever, whatever it is. I'm so bad at, like, axioms and sayings and stuff like that. Give a man a fish, he'll eat for a day. Teach a man to fish, then he'll eat forever, or he'll always have food, or he'll probably still die because just subsisting on fish alone probably isn't a very balanced diet. Fev with the cake. Thank you for the birthday bit. Did I already find a notch apple? No. In fact, one of the things I wanted to do later on in this stream, because we're probably not going to be chopping wood the entire thing, I kind of want to go and chop a few more desert temples. So yeah, an apple hunt might be in the cards. So I was thinking about going out to some more desert temples and stuff. I am the one who cheers a bit, apparently. Any new Skyblock videos with Loy soon? We might record some later this week, but I haven't recorded any yet, so I cannot guarantee anything. We don't have a set schedule for that. It's just when we've both got time, because Loy is busy, I'm busy. One thing I can pretty much guarantee, and this is a weird thing to say, but I will have a video out this week celebrating reaching 100,000 subscribers on YouTube. Because I'm pretty sure we're going to hit that by the end of this week. We're on 98.3 right now. And I actually have a plan for what I want to do now, so that's going to happen at some point. But yeah, 100k is an absurd number. I can barely conceive of it right now, but it's happening. Tomorrow's video is going to be about the castle build a little bit more. We've got some roof dormer windows in some of the towers now that I wanted to add to the exterior before we get on and do the interiors, but I'm pretty sure the next video after that is going to be about doing some interior builds, decorating the place. Some people have already come up with some very good suggestions and recommendations. People cheering bits in the chat. Thank you guys so much for the bits. Fev at Russian Star, Undefeated Orca. Thank you guys for the 2 bits each. How long will the castle videos last? Probably until the end of this week, and then I think that's maybe where I'm going to call it a day. I might return to the castle occasionally to do a couple of updates, especially when 1.14 comes around and we have a bunch of like additional blocks and stuff to put in there. There's some more slabs and stairs. We can put some of the barrels and workstations and stuff in there, but I was never planning on building a castle for more than like a week or two. And if I do return to the castle after that, it's not going to be like the full focus of a video. I might build another castle in future, but definitely not right away. But I was saying to Joel when we were recording the podcast the other day, like, the castle bug definitely has bitten me at this point. Like, now I'm building this place. I'm having so much fun with it. I'm like, I kind of want to go and build another castle. Like, I know more about the theory of it now that I kind of want to put that stuff into practice. Put some of the experience that I've had building this castle into, carry it forward into whatever the next build is going to be. What's a castle bug? It's an endermite. Now, you know the phrase, I've been bit by the bug, as in, like, you know, whatever this is really has my attention right now, and I want to do more of it. You guys have that phrase? Hopefully somebody's heard of that phrase before, and I'm not just making it up out of thin air. Yeah, it's like saying, like, you want to scratch an itch, like, but like, for a particular activity. We got some weird phrases in English. I'm sure there are many other weird phrases in other languages as well, but these are just the ones I know. Every now and then when we're writing the Hermitcraft recaps, Lloyd will come out with a Russian saying that he's like, we have this saying in Russia that's like, you know, you stab your friend in the back twice and he only stabs you once or something. Like, it's nothing like that. I don't know. I can't recall any of the phrases, so I'm just making one up that sounds vaguely like something he would say. How many dark oak wood do I need? Always more. The answer is always more than I currently have. Basically, I'm just going to run through these saplings until I either run out of saplings or run out of bone meal, and then I will probably call it a day. I should bring a bed over here, though. When am I going to build the gold farm above the nether ceiling? Good question. I don't know exactly. But I will probably do it sometime soon. I say do it, I mean I will probably, like, start that project sometime soon. I don't know if I'll be able to complete it within a single or even a 2-part video. It might be our first 3-part farm. I'm pretty sure we haven't done a 3-part farm already, right? Yeah, Benny Boy, I actually had a look at the Social Blade predictions for my channel the other day. 1 million subscribers by 2021. I'm thinking we might get there a little sooner. Because Social Blade basically, it's obviously catching up based on my current performance, but it also takes into account the entire, like, lifetime performance of your YouTube channel. And lately I feel like I've been making stuff that is getting in a lot more viewers than my original style of content did. What's a feature I could implement into the game if I could? Colored lighting. I want to be able to light stuff up with atmospheric colors. Imagine making like a creepy swamp grotto with like green lights in it. That'd be super cool. But obviously that would not go particularly well with how laggy the lighting engine would be. It's the kind of thing that everyone like celebrates whenever a shader pack gets stuff like that added. There was a recent post on the Minecraft subreddit, although I think it was somebody on Twitter who posted it originally, and we mentioned it in the Spawn Chunks podcast, of somebody who realized that path tracing had been added to one of the current, like, in development versions of Sonic Ether's Ultimate Shaders, and that made everything look a lot more kind of colorful and allowed light to reflect off of surfaces multiple times, which made for a very dynamic lighting system. For you, it's haste potions. Haste potions would be good. To be honest, I would love it if more stuff was affected by haste 2 in the way that stone is. Like, I would love to be able to harvest wood at the same speed that you can harvest stone. Then again, with the changes to TNT drop rate in 1.14, a wood farm is probably going to be quite high on my priority list as well. Because, yeah, you can do some cool stuff with TNT now that you could not before. Hey, Smitty, it's going well. How's your day? If I could remove something, what would I remove? I don't know if I'd remove anything at this point. I think everything's got its place. Aside from flint. I would remove flint, which might make getting to the nether a little bit difficult, but, you know, just make a fire charge, you fools. Can you make a fire charge without flint? How do you make a fire charge? Yeah, you can make a fire charge, except you need blaze powder, so that's a problem. No, removing flint would be a terrible idea. I'm joking about that. Are there any streamer friends for other creative games that I recommend? Everyone who's on Hermitcraft is a fantastic streamer as well. Anybody who streams other stuff like this. I mean, Azumavoid has been streaming stuff like Satisfactory and City Skylines a lot recently, so I definitely recommend checking him out. If you want more Minecraft players, my good buddy Joel Duggan, who I do the podcast with, is also a streamer here on Twitch. You can find him at his name, twitch.tv/Joel Duggan. But if you're looking for people who stream other types of games, I don't really know. I haven't been keeping up with what's kind of the in-game lately. I know a lot of people played Satisfactory for a while, but that game is still in early access. So I don't know if everyone's like stuck around with that or has been holding off until the game develops some more and improves. Have I ever played Don't Starve? I have not. I've seen it played, but I've never played it myself. You like watching Stardew still? Yeah. No, I really wish Stardew was more popular in general, but I think in order to be like a popular Stardew streamer, you either have to have been playing it constantly for a while, in kind of the same way as Minecraft, or you have to be a really popular variety streamer who's just playing Stardew Valley at the time. I don't think there's that many people who subsist entirely on making Stardew Valley streams, which is a shame because it's a great game and I could play it over and over again. Despite the fact that I've only ever completed the game and done like a 3-year farm maybe once or twice. It's a game that is super fun to like restart and get to that stage where you, much like when you start Minecraft, you start with nothing and you struggle your way to having a decent amount of resources, and then eventually everything becomes abundant, and that's maybe when you start to lose some of the fun because there isn't as much to do at endgame. The challenges start to leave, except like buy expensive items. In Stardew, that is, not in Minecraft. What am I going to do for a 100k special? I have some plans, but I'm going to not tell you what they are quite yet. I'm going to surprise some folks. It's not going to be like a huge surprise, but I think it'll be fun just to keep you guys in suspense until we release it. It's going to involve a fair amount of work, though. You played a farm to year 6 once. Wow. Yeah, I think I played mine to the end of year 3. I know the story basically ends at the beginning of year 3, so I played for another year after that. But I guess at that point, you've got to super heavily customize your farm, and you've got to find stuff to do. Once I completed the community center, really, like up until the end of year 2, I just found myself not wanting to do very much in Stardew. Like, I would go to bed just so the day would end instead of going to bed because I had to. My first play button. I know, hopefully not the last. We'll see. But yeah, that's not going to arrive probably for a few months. They take a while to get to you. So, yeah, I'll definitely do a vlog when I get that. Everyone has to do the mandatory, like, play button unboxing vlog. Have I seen the first episode of Season 8 of Game of Thrones? No, I have not watched Game of Thrones since Season 4. I kind of fell off of it. I acknowledge that it is a well-made television program, but it's too grim for me. Like, that's really all it is. It's too grim for me. I like my entertainment right now to be kind of lighthearted, because I enjoy getting that kind of, yeah, lighthearted escapism, and so I've been watching more stuff that just, like, makes me laugh, or stuff that's a bit more grounded in reality if I want, like, a reality dose. But, yeah, not really been into Game of Thrones for a little while. Good Omens is coming out soon. That's exciting. I'm still not, weirdly, 100% sold on David Tennant as Crowley. I always imagined Crowley being black, I think because of the cover of the copy of Good Omens that we have. I think it's the bit where he's driving the car and he's covered in soot. So, I mean, it may just be weird, but I don't want to get into that because that leads to some politically very weird areas. But I'm excited to see that. I hope it'll be good. I really hope it'll be good. I think I should upgrade to the newest snapshots. No, I'm waiting for the full release. The main thing about this series is I want it to be like the default experience of Minecraft that everybody has, and if people don't want to install snapshots, then I feel like I'm leaving them behind. The idea is that whenever the full release comes out, I'm, you know, getting on board at the same time everybody else is. I'm adapting to the problems at the same time everybody else is. Did I catch the BBC Radio 4 series of Good Omens? You know, I can't remember if I did or not. I think I might have, or I might have heard some of it, but not all of it. I definitely listened to the Radio 4 production of Neverwhere. I thought that was great. I really enjoyed that. With James McAvoy and Natalie Dormer and people. It's very good. I love that book as well. The book itself is great. My next project is probably after I finish Founder's Forge, which is still going to be a while. I really, really want to move out to a different area and do either like a more modern ski resort in a snow biome, because I feel like nobody ever builds in snow biomes. And I'd love to build like a ski resort type of place. Either that or a modern city with, you know, skyscrapers and suburbs and just like a big sprawling modern city. But that'd be such a big project that I can imagine myself getting bored of it very quickly. But there's so many other things we can do. We can do like a desert town. We could basically do a town in every biome, which is probably going to be my ultimate goal. Or in the grand scheme of things, one of the other things I want to do, and it probably makes more sense to tackle that for Survival Guide, is I want to build something that I started on Decidedly Vanilla Season 3 and never got around to completing, which is a museum for every block and item in Minecraft. Basically, I want to collect everything and make a display for it and have little exhibits that kind of show you what something does. And have it be like a museum. So there's interactive stuff, there's buttons you can press, there's like mobs that you can look at in glass cases or whatever. There are paintings that you can buy in a gift shop, that sort of stuff. But yeah, I have a lot of ideas. Like, the ideas never really go away. It just depends what I've got time and patience for at any given moment. And obviously, it helps with ideas like the museum, because this series is tutorial focused and I'm explaining elements of the game as I go. It sort of makes sense to do something like that. But then, of course, I've got to build the museum at the same time, and it would be a project many times bigger than the castle we have here. I don't know exactly where I would end up building it. No idea what's going on in the chat right now. Kyla Specs finally caught live stream. How's everyone doing tonight? Hello, me. I'm doing very well, thank you. I considered installing some of the Hermitcraft data packs. I'm planning on doing an episode about data packs at some point. But I don't know if I want to work with them permanently, mostly because that then creates a situation where my world is different from the default. And like I said, this whole series is meant to show you the default Minecraft experience. So like the posable armor stand thing, people have suggested putting bowmen on the walls of the castle with posable armor stands and stuff, which I love as an idea, but practically speaking, I don't know if that's going to make a lot of sense for the series. And besides, like, they're entities, they could cause a lot of lag if I use too many of them. And this world isn't running on a server, this is running from my own hardware, so it has to process a little bit more than just connecting to a server would. What's the difference between mods and add-ons? Mods are coded from scratch, and add-ons are not. And mods have to be loaded in using a mod loader, which isn't official. Add-ons are official. I guess add-ons are kind of coded from scratch, but there's a bit of a framework in place for that. Whereas mods typically are completely original Java creations. That's true, and mods add items, yeah. Mr. Halber's saying. Mods add items. Whereas add-ons typically just change stuff that's already in the game. So your carrot on a stick becomes something else. What do I think about villagers giving some kinds of simple quests? I mean, they already technically do. You don't get, like, quest text for them, but a butcher is saying, I will give you an emerald if you give me 19 pork chops. Like, that's kind of a quest, right? It's not a quest that has like a huge reward, but it's just a different way of laying out the same information. I like the idea of it giving you some sort of procedurally generated quest of like, go to this place and kill 7 of these or whatever, but then like, how do you procedurally generate that in a world like Minecraft? Considering that we now have treasure maps and stuff like that, maybe stuff like that is more possible, and I'm just thinking too narrow-mindedly. Am I going to build a villager breeder for 1.14? Probably at some point. Especially when all of my existing villagers inevitably get killed by pillagers. Which is probably going to happen. Karshi, will I make a rainbow color changing beacon? Maybe. Hadn't occurred to me to do, but I've seen them done before, and I mean, sure, yeah. The Kappa Pride beacon. I like the idea of pillager raids. I think they're going to be fun. They're going to be fun to deal with. What would I like to see as the next theme of the next Minecraft update? As long as they add ostriches to the savannas in the next update, I don't mind. I'm pretty sure I still have a Jeb sheep around somewhere, don't I? Speaking of rainbow things. Man, that's a lot of dark oak wood. Really? I think we'll get some more spruce. If I need lots of wood quick, couldn't I build a semi-automatic tree farm like the one Mumbo Jumbo made a while back? Yes. Am I going to? No. I'm waiting to make a tree farm like that until 1.14 when TNT drop rate is 100%. And that type of tree farm really only works for birch trees. The one Mumbo made only really works for birch. Which is fine if you want a ton of birch. Personally, I don't. If I wanted to make a better tree farm, we could do a wither-powered one. Or we could do a TNT-powered one like Impulse made, but that's infinitely more complicated. Would require watching somebody else's tutorial to make it, rather than puzzling through the redstone for myself, which I'm not super keen on. And also relies on mechanics that are much simpler in the next update, which should, in theory, be coming out in the next couple of weeks. So I figure I may as well wait. And figuring out how to do that now on stream would just be a nightmare, and you guys would not enjoy it. Etho never did complete his ghast-powered wood farm. I'm pretty sure TNT is the only thing that has had the drop rate changed, right? Like ghasts and creepers and so forth don't give you 100% of the blocks they destroy. It's just TNT and TNT minecarts that have changed. Correct me if I'm wrong, chat. Problem you have with tree farms is they don't drop enough saplings. I think the idea behind the TNT-powered tree farm is it blows up the leaves first, and then it blows up the logs. But with 100% drops from stuff, that also includes any leaves they blow up. So as long as you time stuff right and you have a means to collect the drops. Like, you could probably... I haven't tried this, and there are probably better ways of doing it. But you could probably drop TNT and then drop water, and have the water wash the drops away before the next TNT came down and destroyed the drops. I don't know. I'm not sure how that would work. Why are there even minecart TNT? Because you can imagine mining operations happening where, like, there's some explosives that get pushed on a rail into an area that you want to blow up because it's unsafe to light the TNT and then just stand there. I think it's more of like a what would be cool if we add minecarts to the game kind of feature. Leave the water there all the time, make it the least effective farm ever. Yeah, dropping TNT into water isn't really going to do anybody any good. Unless you're just into watching explosions happen and seeing no damage. TNT minecarts still have an explosion that's equivalent to like the size of an end crystal explosion or a charged creeper explosion, though, don't they? TNT minecarts, because there's 5 iron involved, they've got to make it worthwhile, right? So I'm pretty sure the explosion is much bigger. It's still fun for any mobs that happen to be in the water. That is true. As we've learned in previous streams, charged creeper explosions in water are great, and there are no problems with that. To be fair, I wasn't in water at the time, so... How do I get ideas for interior design for my builds? Look at real-world interiors and try and copy that in Minecraft. Google Images is a fantastic resource for Minecraft builders because you can just look up pictures of anything and there is probably a picture of it. And you don't have to worry about citing the source unless you're actually showing the image rather than just taking inspiration from it. So you can just pick up stuff that way. Am I going to do tree chopping or anything else? I am probably going to go searching for golden apples at some point soon. We're going to go out to a desert and loot some more temples. I'm also planning on doing an episode, by the way, about how to prune unwanted chunks before we update to Minecraft 1.14. Because I imagine a lot of people will want to do that at some point. And it's going to be pretty rough because we're going to just do it by deleting map data and region data instead of having any kind of program like MC Edit where you can do it more precisely, but we're going to play it safe, make lots of backups, and then just delete certain region files and things like that. And obviously we'll have backups just in case anything gets corrupted or behaves weirdly. I don't think MC Edit ever got updated to 1.13, no, because 1.13 changed a little bit of stuff about how world files are saved, and so for whatever reason, like the data file structure is different and MC Edit couldn't update to it. It's also like it's a volunteer project, so much like Forge or anything like that, it's one of those things that is not always the greatest value proposition to continue for the folks who make it. They're doing it as a passion project rather than for any kind of monetary reward. What episode themes do I still need to make when it comes to basic Minecraft survival stuff? I don't know about basic. I feel like we're at least in the kind of like mid-level stuff now. Let me open up my... I haven't looked at this document for ages because I've been so focused on the castle project. Let me open my survival guide plans text document. Stretch that out over here. Okay, I still have 4 blacksmiths to make. So that's a thing. I've done those 2. I've done the castle, covered custom trees. So an auto potion brewer. Auto potion brewing is something that I'd like to cover at some point. I want to make a blaze farm where we move the blazes to the overworld. I want to make a better wither skeleton farm. We need to do individual like creeper farm, enderman farm, witch farm. I think the enderman farm is probably the next one on that list that I will tackle because it's more of an essential thing, and the one where I showed people, like, here's how you can get some ender pearls nice and easily just by staring at the enderman. Everyone was like, why don't you do a thing with an endermite? And, like, why don't you make Nembon's farm? It's super easy to make. I'm like, I know, guys, but let me introduce concepts one step at a time. So I'm sure, like, the people in the back can hear me before I get on with making, like, the best farm on the market. You know? But everyone is clearly quite keen to see an Enderman XP farm because they've seen various other people make them, and I don't know, watching somebody make the same farm again is content. Want to watch my favorite YouTuber do what all of the other YouTubers I watch do. Where do I have my VODs? Pixel VODs on YouTube. Just search for that channel and you'll find it, or click the link that Paranoid just dropped in the chat. I've not completed all the achievements. I still need to get Subspace Bubble. Serious Dedication is still broken. I haven't got How Did We Get Here? That's going to be another long-term goal. And then I need to get a balanced diet for eating a golden apple. But even if we find a golden apple in this stream, I probably won't eat it, because in 1.14 you can turn a golden apple into a banner pattern, which is good. It's a banner pattern now, but you can actually make a pattern item that you can use multiple times, and you still get to keep the golden apple when you make the pattern. Like, it doesn't consume the item, which is good because golden apples are incredibly rare. Enchanted golden apples, by the way, and no, you can't still craft them. I could do Subspace Bubble easily. I just don't have anywhere that I want to go. Like, in order to get that advancement, I don't want to just do it the easy way, because I want to get it on camera, and I want to get it on camera with something that I want to actually go out into the nether and visit. Like, we might get it if I make a nether portal over to the woodland mansion that I can bring the Vindicators back through. So that's probably going to be it. But yeah, Vindicator-powered farms are another thing. I want to make like an automatic cow farm or mushroom farm or something like that. Take the Vindicators to the Mushroom Island and do what Azuma did in the last season of Hermitcraft, and have one patch of mycelium that always spawns cows. You made the banner patterns and it ate your items? Oh, okay. I thought it was the case that you always got the item back afterwards. Then again, Vindicator, like, do raid mobs have to be killed for the raid to end? Like, could you get a Vindicator out of a raid and then just use that instead of carrying them over from the Woodland Mansion? Hey, Jesse, what's up? They have to be killed for the raid to end. Fair enough. Need to make an episode about all the new crafting blocks. Believe me, I will. Oh, I will. We're not going to leave any stones unturned when 1.14 comes out. We are going to do a whole lot of episodes about everything that's coming to the new update. Which a lot of people will already know about thanks to watching all of the snapshot videos and so forth, but I think it's going to be worth doing, you know? You can get Vindicators from the random patrols too. Yeah, that makes sense. I want to do more episodes about, like, catching and transporting mobs as well, so I think those Woodland Mansion Vindicators are going to get brought over at some point. Does the grindstone still not work? No, it works. AKC with the 2 months. Thank you so much for the Twitch Prime resub. Let's see some sub hype in the chat, folks. I'll raise a cup of space tea to you. Have I played MCPE? I've played Bedrock Edition on Windows 10, which is the same thing as the current version of Minecraft Pocket Edition. So, yes and no, I guess. Fred, you Osterman. Thank you so much for the Twitch Prime sub. Enjoy your emotes. Welcome to the Pixels. You are 1 in a million. I appreciate the support, Fred. Thank you so much. Back-to-back Prime subs, you guys. Does haste work with wood? No. I wish it did. And Darmoon with 33 bits. Thank you so much. It's heavy rain outside and the power just went out, but thank God you're using mobile data. Well, don't use up all your data. If you need to dip for a little bit until your power comes back on, no one's gonna No one's going to begrudge you that. Am I ever thinking of ending Minecraft Survival Guide? No, not really. I don't have any plans to. I want to keep the series going for as long as I can. The cool thing about Minecraft updating somewhat regularly is that if it feels like I run out of stuff to do in the series, then the next update is always going to give me something else new to do. You wish you could play on PC, but your parents won't buy you one? Well, yeah, I mean, PCs are expensive. It makes sense. But if you can play Minecraft on something else for now, then just enjoy that. At some point, you'll get to the point where you can buy your own PC. Am I going to do an episode on duping? I mean, maybe at some point in the future, but a lot of duplication bugs, I think, have just been fixed for 1.14. And the thing about making an episode about duping is that it relies on a bug. It's an exploit for the game, and it's not a mechanic that's going to be around forever. I mean, I say that, iron farms are going to change relatively soon. But I think making episodes about that, they always have a shelf life. Whereas a lot of the stuff I want to make in the Minecraft Survival Guide series is more like evergreen content, in a way. Like, it's always going to be something that people can go back and refer to, even if the version moves on and certain other things get fixed. It's stuff that people can always search for and find on YouTube, and they'll be able to get the hang of things. Whereas if all of the methods for duplicating items get patched, then, like, you know, the relevance of that tutorial basically disappears overnight. They won't all get patched, there'll be new dupes. Yeah, and those will get patched eventually too, and people are always going to find ways around certain things. It's not something that I'm worried too much about. It's like the Breaking Bedrock tutorial is going to be outdated soon, and I kind of think about that and go, well, that'll just have to stay there for now. We'll cover a new method if there is one. You designed an even more compact sugarcane farm with observers facing downwards and powered rails. Is there already a tutorial on that? I don't know. Find out. Bedrock Edition has some really compact sugarcane farms, but that's because you can bone meal sugarcane in Bedrock. And obviously the thing about searching for certain either duplication methods or whatever, like, a lot of the time you will find old methods of doing that. You won't always find something that's relevant to the current version of the game. Is this wood for the castle or just general building? Bit of both, probably. I've been using a lot of wood in the construction of the castle, and will probably need some for floors and ceilings, detail stuff. We've got a lot of interiors to decorate when we're done with the overall structure, which we should be in the next couple of days. But I think for now that is enough wood. Hey, I see it's going well. Am I going to show Education Edition? Probably not. Like, with this being the Minecraft Survival Guide, it's not like the Minecraft Education Edition guide. I know it's just another version of the game kind of thing, but it's not something I know that much about. I will leave that to the professionals. Maybe I can have a mining Monday. I mean, that's what Choppin Tuesday is. You just chop something different with a different tool. All right, let's keep our... I've got so much random stuff in here. Let's keep our lucky green shulker box on us for the moment. And then I will take... I'll take that with us. Actually gained some spruce saplings there. That was nice. We'll take some oak saplings here. Then we'll make some shears. I need to get a few stacks of leaves. But I think, yeah, we're going to go out for a golden apple hunt soon. But I do want to, I want to gather some leaves as well. Can't make a brown shulker box because there's no jungle biome. Yeah, that was the problem I had when I was playing on Xbox 360. And I imagine it's even worse now there are additional biomes like mesas and stuff like that. I really feel like the Legacy Console Edition should have been like Terraria, where you have an inventory per character, but then the worlds themselves like are separate things, but then you can transfer your character between worlds, so you could bring jungle wood from one world and stuff that you'd mined in different worlds, like you could bring that back with you. That would make a lot more sense to me, you know? I wish Minecraft Survival Guide was here back in 2012. You had no idea what you were doing back then. Hey, me too. When I started playing this game in 2014, I had no idea what I was doing. Do I plan on making a modern build? Yeah, probably. I think I will end up doing a modern city build at some point. And I still don't know quite what style I'm going to make the museum in, but I imagine that will have a little bit of everything, really. It's going to have like a more modern looking wing, but there might be some sections of it that look a little bit like a castle. Because there's some museums, especially here in the UK, that have been around for absolutely ages, but have gone through various different phases of their lives. Have gone through different, like, different iterations, different build styles. They've had a new wing added that's in a much more modern style of construction. Like, I'm pretty sure the Natural History Museum is kind of like that. Which was one of my favourite museums to visit as a child, and probably still is as an adult. SkullDaisy with 100 bits, enjoying the chill stream. Thank you so much. Thank you for the bits. I'm glad you're having a good time. Resource gathering streams always tend to be a little chill. Should be a softer stone type like Yorkshire stone. I mean, yeah, that'd be cool. Something a little bit more like limestone or whatever. Quarried stone. You beat the Ender Dragon on Minecraft Pocket Edition. Well done. That must be a difficult fight if you don't have a keyboard and mouse to control with. I think we probably need to space these a little further apart if we want maximum leafage. Something like this. If we want maximum leafage, we should really be going for the tall trees, shouldn't we? There we go, like that one. We asked for it, we got it. Do I have an ender pearl that I put in here? I do! Of course, now I've got to actually aim it right, which I'm terrible at doing. Yeah, I'll take it. What did you miss in the last 30 minutes? A lot of chopping. All right, Paranor, see you in a bit. What is one tool I want to add to Minecraft? I don't know. I don't know, really. Can't think of any tools that I really need at this stage. Something that breaks glass faster would be nice. Because I really feel like pickaxes should do that faster, but then glass always takes ages to break. There are some blocks that are like that. Even if you've got haste or whatever, it just takes an age to break them. Just heard about the fire from Notre Dame. Yeah, it was crazy. And it seems like, for what it's worth, a lot of the art and artifacts, relics, and things that were stored there were either saved or were just not in the cathedral to begin with because they were having restoration work done. So hopefully, in terms of like the stuff that would have been lost forever, like they can rebuild the cathedral. Obviously, like you're losing the history of the structure itself in a way, but it's a miracle that I think more people were not hurt, and that some of the stuff that could potentially have been the greatest loss was not affected by the fire at all. But yeah, in terms of like, I can't imagine what that must be like. It'd be like watching the Houses of Parliament on fire or something. You know, obviously different politically, but in terms of the symbol of like what it is to the people of France and to that city, it's got to be really strange to see something like that. What am I going to do with this wood and that much leaves? Build custom trees everywhere, probably? Hey, Joel. Welcome to Choppin Tuesday. Which is now Shears Day, I guess. Shopping Shears Day. Is there anything with Parliament needing significant repairs? I mean, probably, yeah. There's a lot of old buildings in this country that probably need a great deal of repair. I'm not sure if Big Ben, the bell in the Elizabeth Tower, is still gone. But I'm pretty sure it was gone for a while, if it isn't still absent from the tower and isn't, like, chiming the hour until it's been repaired or restored or whatever. JJ Gamer with a resub. Thank you so much for the 2 months. Can we see some sub hype in the chat, please? There it is. Raise a cup of space tea to JJ Gamer. Thank you. Sound of leaves breaking is so satisfying. It is quite peaceful. Which is weird because it's quite a crunchy noise, but Some people really like the sound of ice or glass breaking in this game, which I find kind of strange because to me it's like... It's not like nails on a chalkboard bad, but it's definitely sort of jarring. It's not the kind of sound I would describe as pleasant. But hey, it takes all kinds, right? Bit of nighttime tree farming for y'all. I was so hoping that was going to be a giant tree because it was right next to the mushroom, but nope. Man, all of these trees are just falling short. Kind of literally, I guess. I like these ones, the lollipop trees. They're fun. Just a slightly different shape to everything else. Right, that's us out of bone meal, so I guess we'll see if the farm has any more, but I think we're getting close to filling up this box with leaves for now. Do trees grow faster on Podzol? No. The only reason I'm planting them here on the Podzol is just because the spruce trees generate it when I farm them, so I figure I may as well just farm trees in one place when I do my farming. Uh-oh, we've got a zombie. He's here to trample my wheat field. And he's brought his friends. I can't believe you're in the presence of the voice of the recap. I know. The fame. Unimaginable fame. What's up, Zero? Can I do a stream on the Notch Apple? We are actually planning on going apple hunting later today. Only problem is, I don't know if we're guaranteed to get one. So saying I could do a stream on the Notch Apple, I mean... I can make an attempt. That is all I can do. I am but one man. With one desire. Coming summer 2019. Pixel Riffs finds a Notch Apple. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see if it happens. No guarantees. I can't do the trailer voice man voice trailer. I can't do that. In a world. No, like it just I don't have the gravitas. We don't have, like, movie ads in the UK still sound like that. Like, even if it's like an action movie, it's probably either done by an American voiceover guy or like somebody in the UK is much better at making that voice than I am. This summer. I'm not very good at the American accent in general. Dang it, Bobby. When is the apple hunt happening? I mean, probably now. I've sheared a lot of leaves. I'm probably just going to leave these in here. Get some sleep. I was just thinking of the episode of Brooklyn Nine-Nine where Holt's saying, like, this man has no gravitas. Do you know what gravitas sounds like? And he's like, greetings all. But he does it in his voice, which is better. Don't care about the boots. Somehow I do care about the rotten flesh. And all of this junk. Yeah. That can all go in here. Take some of this. Let's make some fireworks. Everyone has an accent. It is true. Still kind of annoys me that you can't craft fireworks from the recipe book. Like, I get why, but it's still annoying. Tanya, good afternoon. Welcome. Hope you're well. Dang it, the chickens got out. The chickens are revolting. Finally, something we agree on. There's the paper. Okay, so we've got a shulker box. Time to do a cheaty thing and look up where the deserts are, because I know there's some more that we haven't been to yet, but I'm going to use Mine Atlas to find those. I still draw the line at using chunk base to find dungeons. I still don't plan on doing that at any point, but I'll find desert temples. I haven't been out to the desert that's down to the southwest, or no, southeast of me. I've been to the southwest one. Haven't been southeast, so I think maybe we will head in that direction. I'm also keeping an eye out for jungles. I know where one is that I don't want to visit yet because I need to generate new chunks to get a bamboo forest. But yeah, like, I've used Mine Atlas before, like... It's Joel Duggan and Lime Dog. So we need to go 3,000, 1,700-ish. Yeah, around there. Okay, cool. In the southeasterly direction, that way. Let's go! Got a lot of taiga and spruce and mountains and stuff to pass over before we do. Bamboo isn't in the game until 1.14, and the 1.14 pre-releases are out, but the full update has not been released yet, Matthias. So we are not going to be finding bamboo quite yet. Skull Daisy, hyphen bits for all the diamond hoes we're about to find. Right. As we fly over here, we'll probably spot the nether portal for the double spider skeleton farm. It's around here somewhere, I think. It's somewhere down here, if I recall. But hey, there's some really nice scenery in, like, the hilly biomes in dark oak forests. Look at that. It's kind of neat with the overhangs. 50 bits from Yeah, My Mum Plays. The diamond hoe hype is real. Thank you so much for the bits. What are we doing today? We were doing some chopping, and right now we're going to go and chop some desert temples, I think. Need to go more east than south. Hey, a flower forest. I should actually take the coordinates of this place because we need to make a flower farm at some point. So that's good to have. Hopefully I'll remember what that screenshot is. Sometimes I just take screenshots, I look back through them and I'm like, why do I have this here? Ooh! Hello! That is quite the cave. That almost looks like it's a chunk error, except I'm fairly certain it's not, but just like the straightness of that is mind-blowing. Okay, wow. Every now and then you spot a cave like this and you're like, oh, but then it never really leads to much. There's a little cave system back here, I guess, but yeah, a very shallow one. A bit of a cave heading up into there. But yeah, sometimes, man, like it's cool finding stuff like that. Anyway, on we go. Joel Duggan equals pancakes. Well, if you are what you eat, I think Joel is probably a pancake by now. Little high five is hype for lava, yeah. They do like the lava, the little uns, don't they? They're quite keen on all of the destructive stuff in this game. All the TNTs and whatnot. We have swamp here, and then a little further on we should have desert coming into view any second now. There's an iceberg down there. This isn't on the map, but then it's not on mine atlas. Seeds are 1.8 plus. When you're ready. Desert Temple any second now. See if we can spot one from the air. A few of the ones that we encountered on the last time we went out golden apple hunting were pretty heavily buried. Got a village over here. Do we see a temple anywhere around here? Yes, we do. There is one. And there's a desert well over there too. See what I mean? Buried. Super buried. Well, if there are any creepers down here, then we would be a little bit dead right now. But hopefully there aren't any in the burial chamber either, because last time we did one of these, a burial chamber got very much blown up. $100 bits from Icy. Thank you, Icy, for the bits. Regular golden apple. Okie doke. Projectile Protection 2 book. Another regular golden apple. Off to a good start. I'll take the gold with me. And the bones, because we've... could probably replenish our bone meal that we've used today just from that. I'm not so keen on the horse armor. I mean, we'll take the projectile book because reasons. May as well just break these chests. We'll throw out the stuff we don't need later. Make our way back up to the surface. I know you can't craft notch apples in Java Edition. It is no longer possible. Once upon a time it was. No longer now. So let's do our usual thing of blowing this place sky high. I should have brought a flint and steel with me, because this was the problem we had last time. But I think what we'll do is make this into a button. There we go. We don't get that button back, but then we've got the pressure plate from the burial chamber as well. So we can probably do something like this. Let's make like a little trail of TNT. And this way we will know that we've been here before and that we don't need to come here again. Which one do we light? I think probably this one. Dang it. Here's finding an enchanted golden apple and peanut M&Ms. Thank you for the 10 bits. Not sure I can guarantee the M&Ms or the golden apple, but I appreciate the gesture. Of course, diagonal pressure plate's not going to work. What are you doing, Pix? There we go. Will that blow up the rest of the TNT? Didn't think so. Do I have anything on me that could be used to make a button? Not really. We can make a tripwire hook and turn this into a trap chest. Or I could dig some stone from somewhere. There we go. Button supplies. 2 golden apples from Yeah My Mum Plays. 20 bits each. Cheap at half the price. Let's try this guy. That's more like it. These two not so much, but... That's just going to hang there in the sky. Fine, we'll take this one as a souvenir. Hands up anybody who remembers the versions of Minecraft where you could punch TNT to light it. I don't have a flame bow, so fire arrows is not really an option. Let's put the chests and stuff in here. Take the gunpowder, take the bones. Don't care about the saddles or the spider eyes. What did I just throw on the ground? Ah, the stairs. Fair enough. That's fine. Give me the shulker box. Hey, good work. Just trying desperately to avoid picking any of that stuff up. So that one was a 1604. That's that one. Yeah, okay, cool. So there should be one south of us. There should be two south of us, actually. One a little bit west, one a little bit east. And any moment now, we should see them. There's one. Excellent. Good, good. You could also punch a sheep to shear it, yeah. Uh-oh. Skellies. And a spider. And more skellies. Get out. Go away. No. Uh-oh. Hide. Hide in the corner. Skeletons with enchanted bows. No joke. There we go. In before creepers drop on us from above. Do Farlands still generate? No. Not since beta 1.7. I'm hearing Husk. They still outside? Are they going to drop on me? Are they inside here? Certainly hope not. There we go. Defuse the situation. Enchanted book, sweeping edge 2 and flame. We could put flame on the bow. As long as we get enough iron ingots to put together an anvil. Which does not seem likely. Hey, 2 emeralds. Sure. Why not? So once again, no enchanted golden apple, but you never know. One could be around the corner. One could also have been in the burial chamber of that one that we blew up last time. Take the TNT with us. Not a bad haul so far. Carefully take only what I want, then destroy the chest and pick up everything anyway. Yeah, I'm just trying to sort through it in my inventory. That is the best way to leave a desert temple, by the way. Just straight up through the middle like that. Wow, there's a lot of stuff around here. I wonder if one of those has a flame bow that can shoot the TNT for me. Not going to stick around and find out. Instead, there should be another desert temple. Probably not in this direction. Maybe in the opposite way. I know, if only I had a flame bow, right? If only. There's that village. So where's this other desert temple I've been promised? It's more like this way. Doing okay for elytra durability right now. It's my main concern. Should be here. Aha! They tried to hide it from me, but I found it. Through the canyon of the crescent moon. Wow, how are there so many mobs in here when it's nighttime, but somehow there's none when it's day? I'm also slightly worried that these mobs that I'm hearing are down in the chamber with the TNT. Nope, there's a zombie there. And now there's probably going to be more zombies because back up. Indiana Jones reference. You know, I saw Last Crusade before I ever saw Raiders of the Lost Ark. So to me, Last Crusade was the Indiana Jones movie for a long time. Oh, 3 diamonds in this one. Very nice. Still no enchanted golden apple, though. Yeah, some crystal skulls. Is that what the diamonds are? If only I had some blaze powder and I could make some fire charges. And we'd light the TNT up. You're old enough that you saw them in order. Fair play. Fair play, man. We'll keep an eye out for marauding creepers. As it goes, look at that. Completely sealed off at the top. We Tomb Raiders now, folks. I think we'll leave this one preserved because I know I wouldn't, like, spot that by mistake if I was flying over it. The only way I found that was because I knew it was there. Alright, let's head a little bit further east to what I think should be the last desert temple in this direction. You can't fly out of that one. Not so much. Not really. Oh, let's get a bit of a stretch in while we fly. Oh, I can see it down there in the lower left. Bring us around for a smooth landing. Of course, there are husks outside. I was trying to hit him as I flew past. Didn't really happen, did it? You know what? I might just fly around until it's daytime. Is the moon just rising? Or is it... Oh, it is setting. Okay, that's the west. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, landing zone not clear. I mean, to be fair, none of the husks are going to burn up in the sunlight, but I can just fly up and despawn everything if I want to. Oh, this is the Canyon of the Crescent Moon right here. Look at this. Look at this. All it needs is Petra down there at the bottom and we'll be fine. Big old smile in the landscape. Look at that. Looks like Oogie Boogie from Nightmare Before Christmas. I've seen a couple of people build like recreations of Petra that look amazing in this game. Turns out sandstone is a good building block. Who knew? Petra the Blue Peter dog. They have a dog called Petra? Yeah, desert builds are fun. Look at that one piece of cactus. Sitting there like a rebel, waiting for a block update. Everything should start burning in the sunlight really soon. So let's make our entrance. The search continues. Sniped ya. Hello. I'm no Lara Croft, but neither are these skeletons, thankfully. Okay, I have no torches right now, so this is going to be a bit of a risky one. I mean, it's going to be fine once we're down here. Nothing's going to spawn, but I know what could light it up. Let's set this TNT on fire. Regular golden apple again. Regular golden apple again. Good. Got any number of those now. I wish you could combine 9 of them and turn that into an enchanted golden apple or something. But then again, it'd still be farmable, so what would be the point, right? Can you still do infinite flight? As long as you've got elytra durability, yes. I mean, and fireworks, but... Apple tax for the 20 bits from Yeah My Mom Plays. Thank you for the bits. Swoosh. Back where I was. I keep doing the high jump. All right, we'll go out this way then. Fine. didn't plan that, but that's how the roll of the dice fell on this particular day. I've got 4 pressure plates now, so we can probably set off a little bit of TNT. Just a little bit though. We won't go overboard. Let's do a little bit of TNT. You know, a little bit. Just a little bit. A little bit of TNT. Don't want to blow the entire place up. Just, you know, most of it. A little bit more. A little bit more TNT. Suppose we could go for a little bit more TNT. Whoa! There's always one. Yeah, I think we've raided that one. Bada boom. There's always a survivor. North to one more desert temple this way. No, that's west. North. It's kind of back to the west. This way. Just a little bit of TNT. Yeah, RIP headphone users. Just flying through the rain. Another incredibly buried desert temple. Whatever happened to generating these things on the surface, I ask you? There's a bit of a delayed reaction there with the damage as well. I still don't have any torches, which is a concern for all of these dark alcoves. We'll have to be quick. Thankfully, once again, there's no mobs to walk over the pressure plates. Nope. 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 And nope. In fact, the loot from this one is probably the worst we've had so far. Give or take the diamond horse armor, which personally I will take. I've got nobody to give it to anyway. Does anyone know the world seed? It's in the description of all of my videos. youtube.com/pixelriffs. Why can't you craft horse armor? I mean, the crafting recipe might look a little bit weird. I think it's just meant to be a treasure item. It's meant to be something that you have to go looking for. But then I never use horses all that much, so it's always neither here nor there for me. It's neither here nor there. I think we can tell we've raided this one. I won't blow this one up. I want to save the TNT for later. Pouring out a few bits for the missing apples. Thank you so much for the bits, Skull Daisy. Horse race tracks will definitely be a thing now. Alright, so we've been to all of those. There are 4 more desert temples in a line heading southeast from that point there. So I will go to those 4. There's a blacksmith down there, but they never have any apples, so I'll give that a miss for the moment. Yeah, you can get leather horse armor and dye it in the new update, which is going to be fun. That's been a thing in Bedrock or Pocket Edition for a while, hasn't it? I've not seen any of the 1.14 raid farms. I know people have come up with designs for them, or schematics, or whatever you want to call it, tutorials for them. But I have not made great study of any of them quite yet. Is this one we've been to already? Yes. Evidently we have. There's a torch there. Let's take down one of these. The nether music is because I haven't found a golden apple yet. It represents my pain. Do I know the mechanics of pillagers? I know how to find them when they spawn. I don't know anything about raids quite yet. Doesn't seem like it'll be too complicated, though. I mean, the more patrol leaders you kill, the more waves are in the raid. Watch that blacksmith actually be the one that has an enchanted apple. No, they don't even appear in the loot tables for village blacksmiths. Trust me, I've checked the wiki. That should just be the motto for the Survival Guide series in general. Trust me, I've checked the wiki. So this one is 3600, 72, 28, 24, or thereabouts. Yep, okay, great. This is the one I was thinking of, and oh, lovely little acacia village over there. And lovely to have torches again. Some more TNT. Regular golden apple. 2 diamonds. Alright. Desert temple come through. Why is Bedrock able to craft golden apples with 8 gold ingots? You can make golden apples, you just can't make enchanted golden apples. 10 bits from Yeah My Mum Plays. The apple tax continues. Man, the tax man is hitting us hard this time. You know what would make these villagers' lives a little bit more interesting? So if something quite near to them blew up dramatically. I'm thinking this desert temple might be a good candidate. Devil Senpai Lucian with the 5 bits. Thank you for the bits. There we go. That'll pretty much guarantee that that part's going to blow up. I feel like we need to redistribute this somewhat. There. Run away! Yeah, I didn't think the stuff at the back was going to go. Oh, wait, no, maybe it is. Maybe some of it is. Hey! No survivors. Nope, nothing left of that one. So, from here we can go southeast, I guess, in like basically a diagonal line. And we should find a string of 3 more desert temples. A shulker box is renewable? I mean, no, but you can just keep going out to the end cities and finding more of them the further you travel. That's how most folks tend to do it. You'll find a lot of people employ a data pack where they can have... Oh, interesting. There's Desert Temple right on the edge of a plains biome. That's actually quite nice. Yeah, a lot of people use a data pack where shulkers will drop 2 shells per shulker guaranteed if you want a lot of shulker boxes. But I don't have that installed on this world because, I don't know, some kind of weird principle I have about keeping this world like the default experience of Minecraft. Regular golden apple. Smite 2 book. Couple more diamonds. Which I guess I'm fine with, but I can think of other things I would prefer at this stage. The Smite 2 book is nothing. Another 10 bits from Yeah, My Mum Plays. Committing to the bit. I like it. It's probably time to start chucking some of this stuff out. In particular, the spider eyes. Watch me leave this shulker box in a temple at some point. I've raided so many of these things now I can pillar up using chiseled sandstone. I think as long as we cleave this thing down the middle, it's fairly obvious it's been raided. Brian Glory, appreciate you play Vanilla Survival. It's been a large part of the draw for me to your content. Yeah, I get the feeling from some of the comments I've read on the Survival Guide series that people seem to lament the loss of the old school survival let's play, and they feel like this almost seems like a revival of that, like the single player survival kind of stuff. And I'm cool with that. If that's what people like about the show, then I'm more than happy to be that for people. Now this one should pop up around here somewhere, but it's at 4,900, 3,600, so I think I've overshot it slightly in this direction. Oh, there it is. Ha! Hello. Oh boy, there's a lot of stuff there. Will escaping into the temple help me in the slightest? Probably not. But at least there are fewer mobs in here than there are out there. Still hearing spiders, though. It's a good thing that those aren't wooden pressure plates, because if you just dropped an item on one of those, then this entire thing would blow up. I've seen a couple of, I think, mods that do that, actually, where they'll have a wooden pressure plate in a desert temple, so you can't just break out the square in the middle. Just an emerald, regular golden apple, regular golden apple, regular golden apple. Wow. Guys, I feel trolled right now. This specific temple is trolling us massively. Three ordinary, bog standard, run-of-the-mill golden apples. That is up to 9 regular golden apples. And yet, the enchanted golden apple still evades us. How? How, my friends? Let's take a stack of sandstone and we'll blow up the rest of this. 30 more bits from Yeah My Mom Plays. The apple tax continues. Do I know the odds of getting an enchanted apple from a single desert temple chest? I think it's like less than 2%. But you get 4 of them within here, so technically speaking, the odds are still pretty good. And it's like 3% to get an enchanted golden apple from dungeons and woodland mansions. I've raided the 3 woodland mansions that I know the location of. The rest of them must be very far afield. And at a certain point, cartographers providing maps won't be able to give you the location of a new woodland mansion. So I start to think, you know, probably not worth going to cartographers anymore. Why haven't we found one? Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's just odds. It rolls the odds every single time. And it is frustrating, but what can you do? Just got to keep looking. Minecraft doesn't like me. I don't know. I think Minecraft likes me. I think Minecraft just doesn't like enchanted golden apples anymore. So this one is right on the edge of a peninsula kind of thing over here, I feel like. It's 44 something, 54 something. So it should be like right... Ah! Flew over it. Run away from the zombie! Into, you know, a desert temple that could easily be filled with other zombie. Pouring out some salt for the enchanted apples. One of these days I'm going to find an enchanted apple in one of these chests, but then I'm going to have forgotten to take out the TNT first. Regular golden apple, gold bars. Heyo! Stream! We've done it! We got one! After all this time. Oh! Worth it! On the last temple in this streak. I was going to have to go home after this as well. 5 bits from Skull Daisy, 5 lucky bits, 100 bits from Baron. You guys... Hey, look at look at the chat. Look at the chat right now. Oh boy. So hype. Mochi with a 300. Icy with 100 bits. Yeah, my mom plays with 100 bits. You guys. We did it. My face is just permanently covered with the bitmojis. There we go. Ah. Yes. Minecraft, you done good. You took us on the right wild goose chase. Oh, that's a good feeling. As people in the chat are getting timed out for caps. Lady is a better with 100 bits. Icy with another 100. Am I just catching up on those now? Oh, baby. We did it. You saw it here, folks. We've made history on the stream. Look at that thing. Look at the shimmer. Look at the shimmer. Oh, I just dropped it on the ground. Did not intend to do that. I meant to pick it up and put it in the shulker box. To put something else on the ground. I can't control this right now. Right, well, I rather feel that we're going to have to give this desert temple a nice big send-off. It's been good to us. It's been good to us, but I feel we must destroy it now. For all of the trials and tribulations it has put us through. I feel like there are a lot of mobs around, though. Is it getting lighter? I think it is getting lighter. Let me just double check that I have an enchanted golden apple in this shulker box. Wonderful. Wonderful. Keep that in the inventory. Now then. Now you can say you were there. You were there. All right, I just wanted to see more of the chat kind of going past because everyone was really hype about that. So, sorry for not changing it back sooner. But, yeah. We have an enchanted golden apple. And, now I'm going to blow this whole temple sky high because I need to. Because I need the catharsis. Oh. Oh, no! You saw him. You saw the creeper. He was like, oh, I hear you want to blow something up. Let me help you with that. Nope. I think they're interested in the fact that I'm planting TNT on this thing. I think they want to help. I think they want to help us blow this temple up. Whoop. You see that? You see that little elytra hop? You saw the moves. You see the moves in action. The creepers are gathering, my friends. The creepers are gathering. So are the husks, apparently. Hi, friends. See if we can get one of these creepers to start the chain reaction. Run away! Not quite. Not quite. Thank you guys for clipping that. Very good. Very good. Alright, there's so many explosive things around this now. Just one of you guys set it off, please. Heyo! Oh, the whole thing didn't blow. The whole thing didn't blow. Ed Noria, I am the one who. Lucer the Fur. Fev. Skull Daisy. Lady Isabetta. Thank you guys so much for the bits. Let's start like a fuse going over here. I want to see it. I want to see the whole thing being blown up. Those creepers definitely did a number on it, but we've got a little bit more to blow up here. Go. Kaboom! And finally we need a pressure plate up here for the remainder of this. Yeet. Dealt with. Can we relax now? Yes. I think we can relax now. Oh, baby. We done it. We done it. Slicey Wicey with 7 bits. All right, northwest. Let's go northwest. Let's go home. That went from a very chill stream to a little bit more explosive. Yes. Okay. Well, Minecraft came good for us. And now we have an enchanted golden apple that we can do all kinds of stuff with. Nice little hill biome over there. So yeah, we can wait until the update rolls around and try and make it into a banner pattern. We can eat it for the advancement, but we're not going to do that right here on the stream. I'm going to wait until I'm recording a video for that, because that's video material right there. Check the elytra durability. It's fine. It's still more than halfway. Hey, Slicey Wicey made it to the stream after work. Awesome stuff. I'm doing very well. Thanks for asking. Doing a lot better now we finally found an enchanted golden apple. I've never actually done that in Minecraft before, so you guys really are witnessing something that is new to me. Somebody found and gave me an enchanted golden apple once, but that is the only interaction I've ever had with one since the crafting recipe was removed. Nine regular golden apples, by the way. Actually, I think it was more than that in the end, because didn't that temple have another one? So it's like 10 or 11 at this point. Talismancer with 100 bits. Thank you. I'm proud of me too. Turtles! There's 4 of them as well. Slowly working their way out to sea. Bunch of teenage mutants. I can't fly right now. Hello? There we go. It's just taking a second. I think we've loaded new chunks. I think my world is wondering why on earth it's had more strain put on it than usual. It's a little bit of lag while it's trying to sort out what on earth's going on around here. I could have crafted billions before that update. Yes, I could have crafted billions of them 4 years ago. Oh, look, there's another ocean temple over there. Wings not broken. Wings have, yeah, about half durability left. So, wings fine. Oh, glad that happened. Hey-oh. Let's come to rest on here and let the world load in for a second. Oh! Another giant cave, he says, pointing to a hole in his head. That's real cool looking. Like, you do not expect Minecraft caves to generate looking like that, but there they are. It kind of looks like a face. Oh, and there's lava updating in there. Could totally turn that into like a skull. That's the scale you want to make a skull in Minecraft. Do not go inside. No, I'm going home before I do anything else, trust me. Hey, Gekka Gundalf. Just got out of work. How's my day going? My day is going incredibly well. We have just gotten our first ever enchanted golden apple. And I'm taking it home right now to be placed in a very safe place. Because I did not bring my ender chest with me, which was probably a bad move. Should be flying back over that flower forest. In before we fall in a lava lake. Llamas! I said lava, not llama. A llama lake is a completely different thing. Nice evening there in Singapore. Very cool. I gather Singapore is a place that has a very high concentration of lightning storms. Which is another reason I would like to visit, because I love a good storm. They went there to record lightning strikes in slow motion for the Slow Mo Guys show, which was very entertaining. Talismancer, you could have left the bit about the ender chest off and just said, with respect, you're an idiot. It would have meant the same thing. There's the beacon. That means we're almost home. There's the castle. Looking majestic. Logged into Minecraft last night, found out they added shields, looms, and lanterns in PS4 edition. Oh yeah, you have the latest update to PS4 now. Exciting times. Enjoy your new shield. What feature am I most excited for in 1.14? I don't know, all of it. It's all rather good. Geki Gundalf with 2 months. Thank you so much for the 2 months of support. 2 months and counting. Very exciting. That is going there. Next to the Wither Skeleton Skulls and the Dragon Egg. Oh boy, 10 golden apples, ultimately, is what we got from that. And yeah, you can craft those ones, so it doesn't really matter, but... Oh boy. Do we have a frame to display that? I'm not putting it in an item frame. If you put it in an item frame, chances are Skeleton shoots that frame with an arrow, item pops out, enchanted golden apple despawns. Not about that life. So in here, going to put all of the horse armor. Oh wait, I've run out of space. Luckily, I have a lot of chests with me. Sure. Do it that way if you like. So much horse armor. What did these buried temple people do with these horses? Auntie Lammy with 14 months. Thank you so much for the 14 months of support. Can we see some resub hype in the chat for Auntie Lammy and Geki Gundalf? One diamond horse armor. Because only one person loved their horse enough to give it the diamonds. 2 TNT left. I may have used a bit of TNT. And 34 chests. So many bones, too. Andy4Games with a Twitch Prime sub. Back to back with the sub hype. Thank you guys so much. Enjoy your emotes. Welcome to the Pixels. You are 1 in a million. I appreciate the support. Thank you. $11 diamonds from those. 44 gold ingots. 15 emeralds. Less iron than we got for diamonds. Oh, baby. Very exciting times. My neighbor is at the door. Swoosh. Oh, and an egg. Thank you for the egg. Gotta thank the chickens, otherwise they will destroy you. He will rise up. 18 golden apples in there now. Good stuff. And Smite 2, Sweeping Edge 2, Flame, Projectile Protection. I need to put Sweeping Edge 3 on my sword, but I think I also need Unbreaking on the sword, do I? Yeah, I do. 101 bits for the late fee for the apple tax. Thank you so much, Skull Daisy, for the 101 bits. Gonna see if I can get an Unbreaking book while I've got all of these levels on me. Efficiency 4. Feather Falling, Protection, Knockback. We'll go Feather Falling, sure, why not? Protection 3, probably worth it. More Protection 3, that's Protection 4 now. Don't want any of these, really. Let's enchant a shovel, a wooden shovel. How many diamond hoes? None from this excursion. You get a lot of them in woodland mansions. Make a stone shovel instead of a wooden one. Efficiency 1. Yay! Protection, projectile protection, power 4. Okay, sure, why not? I need power 4 anyway. Unbreaking 2. That'll probably do. I think I have an Unbreaking 2 book somewhere. Thank you for the egg. Where is Unbreaking 2, please? Never quite finished upgrading my sword after we lost everything to that charged creeper. So I think I have an unbreaking 1 there. I thought I had unbreaking 2. Not in any of those. No, I guess I have unbreaking 2 then. Unbreaking 2, sweeping edge 3. Fair enough. I have an iron farm. I have an iron farm that's about to break, so... Excuse me if I don't go crazy for making iron stuff that I don't need quite yet. That'll do. Unbreaking 2 is fine. It's got mending anyway. How is the iron farm doing lately? I haven't been up here for a while. It's probably full of poppies. Yep. Let's take a few of these. Ugh. Da, 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 right. Let's fill all of these. There we go. That's better. Wow, so many poppies. If you put them all together like that, they actually look like one giant flower. Still more iron than you'll ever have or need. I mean, yeah. Same. I mean, look at this. I have a lot of iron blocks in here now. I'm hoping to eventually be able to just build with iron blocks for occasional builds. Right now I'm keeping all of these for resources just in case it really is as dire as everybody says. But for the time being, I won't need it that much. I'm not expecting to be like a power technical builder or anything. My favorite block is probably emerald ore. Make some more fireworks while we got the stuff. Leave the paper in here as well. Phidias just came from the Hermitcraft Discord. Nice. I'm glad somebody did. Let's put the chests in there. Got some stone pressure plates I can put in a redstone chest up here, I guess. I think they usually go in this one. This is power components and other miscellany. Should start using my levels to create enchanted books. Well, I've only got 10 levels left, so that's not going to be happening for a while. Most farms seem to get you way more resources than you'll ever need. Enders, for example, for ender pearls. Yeah, and then everyone's like, why don't you make Nembon's Enderman farm? I'm like, because a single shulker box of ender pearls took me half an hour, maybe, and that will keep me going probably for the next couple of weeks. Even building this big old castle, I'm like, I don't think I need that many ender pearls. So I'm not sure what else we're going to chop today. Any ideas? My only other thought really is clay. I kind of want to go and get some clay for bricks and stuff. Grindstone's going to give XP, yes. Is this still nether music? I mean, yeah, it's actually end music, this one. You can never have enough clay. This is true. This is true. Hello.
Hi.
What does Shane want?
Shane dropped off another giant bag of chilies. He's clearing things out.
Of course.
And the winter and summer citrus food for the lemon lime plants.
Oh, cool.
That he's gonna drop out the front.
Yeah, he said
tomorrow.
he said to me he was going to leave them outside.
And we were discussing the thing, and he's talking about they have that wisteria on the front.
Yeah.
He says his brother's probably gonna take that and replant it at his place.
Nice.
But he said the magnolia that they have on the other side of that is staying, and he said if we want the magnolia, we can have that as well.
Cool.
So I said, sure. We don't have enough plants out front and things, so yeah. So we're gonna have some new little fruit trees.
Nice.
Although he says we haven't had the lemon and lime are small, so you get really nice smelling blooms, but it hasn't had any fruit yet. So
Sure, that makes sense.
they're very slow growing, so we don't
Yeah.
need to prune anything back.
Yeah. Chat says hi.
So hello. Sorry. Neighbor discussions.
I found the enchanted golden apple that I was looking for ages. So that's like the last thing I need to get this like last achievement in here, where I have to eat one more thing, and it's an enchanted golden apple that you can only find in the world. You can't like craft it or anything.
Oh,
So
very exciting.
that happened on the stream. Everybody got to see it.
Yay.
We just hit 6,000 followers as well. Thank you guys so much for all the
wow.
follows and everything.
Awesome.
And yeah, this is where we're at now. I'm probably going to go and gather some clay.
That's super cool. But yeah, no. So gonna have some
Lemons and limes.
some new flowering tree type thingies out front. Because they do well out front in the sun in the summer, and then bring them into the conservatory in the winter.
Yeah.
Drop below 10.
Right. Noted.
So if we can figure that out.
Yeah, this is not really the climate for citrus, but yeah, if we can take care of them, then that's hopefully going to eventually bear fruit, in a literal and a figurative sense.
We shall see. And I got third on Tetris again.
Nice.
I got a third and a fourth. Came very close, but yeah.
Rather good.
Yeah. We're going good.
Salman, we're very well. Thank you for asking. I'm getting some clay because eventually I'll need it. It's Choppin Tuesday. I've got to gather some resources. I feel like chopping air blocks is such a weak excuse for, like, I need to do some building. Chop some squid. Can finally sit and watch the stream instead of having it on in the background. Hey, Kuro, what's up? Glad you could make it. Man, can't believe we finally got the apple. Is it going to be a cheat if I end up deleting chunks that I haven't built in the world, and then I go to that desert temple and it's got another enchanted golden apple in it? Like, does the loot table generate it the same? Because I know loot is random, but it's also slightly dictated by the seed, I think. Like, the same world seed would get you the same loot in those chests. Yes, we got the apple on this stream. It happened about half an hour ago, maybe. Slightly less. If you loop it, it's cheating, but if you do it one time, it isn't. Yeah, the main reason I want to prune chunks is just so new villages will generate, pillager outposts will generate, that kind of stuff, and to show how you can do it, because I feel like that's kind of an important skill for maintaining a world, especially on a multiplayer servers. But yeah, without MC Edit, it can be done, but it is a less precise operation. It's a little bit heavy-handed, the current method, but yeah. I think it might be a good idea. Meow, meow, meow. I did not come up with a name for the castle yet. I have started to put together a short list of sorts, and once the castle is complete, we will be naming it by community vote. I'm going to put it in a poll on Probably the video at the end of this week. I'm going to have a poll with like the top 3 or 4 responses that I liked. Actually, it's probably going to be one idea that's mine and then a bunch of other people. Stay Puff with 9 months. Thank you so much for the Twitch, baby. That's commitment, folks. That's right. You are correct to get that sub-hype in the chat. Well, I can see where I've already dug out the clay. How realistic is this game? I have a helmet that lets me breathe underwater for 3 minutes. So, yes, very realistic. Musician Prime, thank you so much for the tier 1 sub. Enjoy your emotes. Welcome to the Pixels. You are 1 in a million. I appreciate the support. I saw you had joined up to the Spawn Chunks Patreon as well. Thank you so much for supporting your friendly neighborhood Minecraft podcast. Uh-oh. Here's trouble. A trident and a nautilus shell. What are the odds we get them both? Oh, just the nautilus shell then. That would have been so good. We've got a gold bar from that guy. Can you imagine? Dual wielding a trident and a nautilus shell. What a guy. My dude. He's leaving all of his debris here on the swamp floor. Because this is a swamp, isn't it? It's very strange. Didn't know drowned actually spawn in the swamp. They don't. There must be a like a pocket of ocean biome like here or something. Oh, river. That's what it is. It's river. Yeah, the lighter, the actual blue water over here is a river biome. So that's why we're getting drowned spawns. Might be a good place for a drowned farm, actually. We need one of those at some point. That's another upcoming farm project I need to tackle. They couldn't have just wandered in and turned. One of them could have, but the other one couldn't, because drowned converted from zombies don't end up holding tridents or nautilus shells, to my knowledge. The nautilus shell thing could be inaccurate, but they never spawn with tridents. Because they weren't holding tridents when they were regular zombies. When the subtitles say minecart rolls, it's something to do with the chunks loading. It's just a bug. There might be an abandoned mineshaft under here somewhere, but it doesn't necessarily mean there is one. So I want to create underwater structures. That is another thing we could do at some point in this game, yeah. I don't know what right now. I feel like everybody just makes underwater domes, you know? And I want to do something a little different. Maybe like a sunken city. It's either underwater domes or it's Rapture from BioShock. Those are the two projects everybody does underwater. I really liked Grian's ship in a bottle idea. I thought that was a lot of fun. Love it if minecarts actually rolled in abandoned mine shafts. Yeah, if they were just kind of like going around in a circle somehow. Keeping an eye out for more drowns just in case they spawn in this area. Because I would like to get a second trident at some point. I still have my Riptide one. But I kind of want channeling back. Much as we know the hubris could potentially lead us astray. I keep seeing squid in the distance and assuming they're drowned and they're not. Kuro immediately calling out the hubris in all caps. What did you miss since we got the enchanted apple? I brought it home, and now we're harvesting clay. My wife came in and talked to me about lemons. That's more or less everything that's happened since then. Exciting times here on the stream. What can you do with 64 name tags? Name tags 64 creepers. And then charge them in a thunderstorm. Alternatively, name tag 64 villagers and turn them all into witches in a thunderstorm. Make a lot of Jeb sheep. Turn a variety of mobs upside down. Can you still name tag armor stands, or is that just a data pack thing? Armor stands in an anvil, right, okay. Da, 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 da. The music and me explaining what to do with name tags is magical. I like this one because it's nice and slow, and it kind of sounds like background music to somebody just listing things. I don't know if any of you guys are familiar with a group called Lemon Jelly. Their album Lost Horizons is really good, and it has a lot of looping. I don't know if they're sample-based necessarily, but like looping tracks where it's just somebody repeating words over and over again. Like there's a track called Elements that just has this track that builds in the background while a guy goes Earth, Metal, Water, Wood, Fire, and then it's just like there's something so chill about that whole record that I find very, very relaxing a lot of the time. And then Nice Weather for Ducks is on that as well, and that's a very good song. I actually have to do work instead of watching Twitch. Go for it. Don't work too hard, but thank you so much for stopping by. This track is called Stahl. The previous one is called Mellow High. How goes the apple hunt? We found one, Elkhorn. We found one. We actually legitimately did. There's a clip of it, which inevitably, yeah, somebody has put in the chat by now. So, yeah, we haven't done anything with it yet because I'm still waiting to see if it is possible to craft a banner pattern with one and still get the apple back, or if that's just something somebody did in creative. Because if so, I might craft a pattern in 1.14 to craft like the banner pattern item before I eat it. And if not, I'm just going to eat it. Thought this was an Animal Crossing song. I mean, it might be, or it might be inspired by that. On C418's website, he has a really great description to kind of... It's like sleeve notes, I guess, about most of the songs on Minecraft Volume Alpha and Beta. And like his intentions with each of them. And how Volume Beta is like more dramatic, it's more hopeful. Whereas Volume Alpha tends to sound a little bit kind of ethereal and sad, I guess. And apparently, my favorite track on Minecraft Volume Beta is called Haunt Muskie. Apparently, that's just an anagram of Hatsune Miku. That one was Stahl. This is now Strad. These are all the music discs, by the way. These are all the records that you can get in the game. Minecraft Volume Beta has them all in order after the end plays. I really wish they'd release Volume Beta as a vinyl, because I like the Volume Alpha vinyl. What am I going to use the clay for? I'll probably break it down into bricks eventually. I'm just gathering it as clay blocks for now, because it's easier to carry large quantities of it if you're not turning it all into clay balls right now. But yeah, if I want to, I guess I could build with some of the clay, but there are grey textures that I like better than this. Let's throw out the rotten flesh. But yeah, eventually we might just fortune all of this stuff and turn it into smelted bricks. My favorite track on Alpha? Probably the cat and dog combo. And Droopy Likes Ricochet, which is the kind of outro music for Minecraft Survival Guide. That's a good track. Of the music discs, I think my favorite is probably Wait. Although I really like Stahl and Mellow High as well. Are there new songs for 1.14? I don't think so. There were some new ones added in 1.13. There's actually new in-game music when you swim around under the ocean. I think when you enter a coral reef, there's some new stuff. But I don't tend to hear it very often because I play with music off. Any of the music you hear in the Minecraft Survival Guide videos is just added in afterwards. Yeah, the broken music disc is 11, and I think that's just like a creepy sounding, like a ghostly wind howling kind of noise and stuff, isn't it? I'm pretty sure that's what it is. It sounds like. Oh no, some clay we will have to pick up. Gravel. The gravel isn't really renewable. Where am I in relation to anything right now? My base over this way? I'm heading north right now. So I think my base is probably this way. I didn't mean that to sound so show tunes. Yeah, there it is. Didn't realize there's a Minecraft Alpha vinyl. Yeah, you can buy it from the Ghostly store, and I highly recommend it. It's a green, limited edition green vinyl, which is really cool. Didn't 11 have the running guy sound with heavy breathing? Yeah, I think that's probably it. When played on certain software, it has a Steve face. Oh, really? Interesting. This is 11. Okay, so it's just sad piano, basically. Wow, a lot of clay. A lot of clay right there. I was expecting to just put it in this corner, but not so much. Just make a clay chest up here. Surprised I haven't made one already. I'll put all of the clay in there to confirm that that is what I intend to use that for. Alright, that's that done. Lapis in there. Tidy some stuff up. You know, it is a little bit early, but we've been streaming for about 3 hours, and I want to get a little bit more work done on today's episode. So I think I'm probably going to call it. I think I might call it there. Ah. Okay, I did get in the house, apparently. Let's see. TNT in here? Well, we'll put it in there. Wasn't to catch your first stream. Glad you made it. Glad you made it. Nope, that is going to be it for today's Choppin Tuesday, folks. I've done really all I wanted to do. I needed to get some wood. We went and got the golden apple. That was very exciting. Stick around for the raid. We're going to raid somebody out here who is streaming some Minecraft. 13 bits from Slicey Wicey. Thank you. Very much appreciate the bits. Let's see. Let's raid Tab twice. It's been a while. It's been a while since we've raided Tab, so let's drop a few people on her. Her stream is marked for mature audiences, but I'm pretty sure she is fairly family-friendly. If you have any concerns about that, feel free to click away. But don't forget, if you're raiding, you can use your Pixel Hype emotes and the hashtag PixelRaid. Show some love over on Tab's stream. Thank you so much for a great stream today, guys. We've got 20 bits coming in from Skull Daisy and 50 bits from Elkhorn. Congrats on the apple. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate you guys. We'll be back here on Thursday, probably doing a little bit more building, some castle interiors and stuff like that. And then on Friday, we're going to be naming the castle. Very exciting. My name has been Pixel Riffs. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you guys soon. Take care. Bye-bye for now.